So if this is a surprise to you that all of a sudden this is going to be a Tesla squeeze, just know people have been saying it. I'm not the only one. I'm not trying to compare myself to Trey at all in any way. I look up to this guy. He, to me, is the most fundamental, grounded person in this entire movement. This has 150,000 views, thank God. But let's just listen to Trey for a second. This is June 21st. So this is the day after my video comes out. Mine was on the 20th. Trey's on the 21st. And I guess we were thinking the same thing that week for some reason. I'm just going to say real quick, if you guys caught yesterday's video, you can jump to like the 6-minute mark in this video and pick up. The first 6 minutes are just me recapping kind of yesterday and what's led up to this weekend. Or you can jump to the 15-minute mark, and I'm just going to be talking about Lou's latest video and the Tesla squeeze. Ape Nation, how are we today? I hope you guys are having a good weekend. It is Sunday, July 11th, 2021. I'm going to make this video as quick as possible. No intro, none of that. I'm going to talk about uncertainty and the Tesla squeeze. And a couple things that we went over this weekend, especially with Lou's video. I caught a lot of flack yesterday, dislikes and comments, people saying, you know, I shouldn't be jumping all over Lou. But you know what? You need to, if you're in this play right now, you have your financial future, you're banking on this play, you should be scrutinizing everyone, including myself. You shouldn't just take anyone's word for whatever it is. And I'm only saying that because this is your financial future. You could have big plans for this money. Maybe it's sending your kids to college. Maybe it's buying a house. Maybe it's paying off your house. For me, it's getting out of this apartment. There's all different reasons out there, right? Maybe you have a loved one who's sick. Scrutinize everything. Take every piece of info, analyze it, do DD, do your research about it. Find out if they're reasonable or if you should question what they're saying. Anyone who's not doing that, I just don't think is doing the right thing. So I apologize. Again, I'm not going to say Lou is a shill or a plant or anything like that. But there is some uncertainty, and it did cost people money because it's in his comments. And I showed that in yesterday's video. Really quickly, let's get into what he said on Friday. After last week, he said AMC was going to rip. And he can say fact check him whatever you want. He said that this last week it was going to rip. Here's what he said about the threshold list. Friday.
I gotta pay. Put me there and I'll fucking be like blah 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 blah. They'll be like, stop this motherfucker. So, that being said, I digress. I'm not in no fucking fear. I can tell you one thing though. They gotta, you know, those failure to delivers, it's time to buy back those motherfuckers next week. This was the week. This was the fucking go, no go. Now, they're in wild zone. We're all floating. This is the fucking Matrix. We're like that fucking guy doing the fucking lambada in there. So, for all you feel like, no, but we're supposed to be millionaires today. Let me tell you something. There's no easy way out anymore. This is it. And I know other people say that. That's really bullshit. Look at you, other people, I don't know who they talk to. I know who the fuck I talk to. And they talk to me, and I don't even know why, because I'm not a fucking smart person. I'm a street guy too, and a tech guy. And we put things together, and at the end of the day, I said it this week, in the 4s to 5. Next week, 5 to 6. Week after that, what are we going to be, 7 to 8? Fuck, what is this? What is this? This is, we're on the threshold now. People looking.
This is Wall Street. This is the market. It's effed, right? I mean, we've been seeing this for months now. There are serious problems in the market. That is why you are seeing these things not coming to fruition. People saying, oh, this is it. This is the squeeze. It's going on the threshold list. This is the end. This is Wall Street. I don't know how hooked in Lou is, but we've been talking about this for months now. And obviously, mainstream media, the SEC, the DTCC, they're listening and they know this is effed because they're putting things in place to fix it. Has it started to show fruit yet or bear fruit yet? No, it hasn't, right? We haven't seen the squeeze yet. But that's what this is. This is Wall Street.
And I'm like, well, who are you talking to? It's a little me. Anyway, my thing is this. Monday, Tuesday, they got to buy back. So they could have avoided they could have avoided this catastrophe. But that's where we're at, and that's all it is. People ask.
Okay. So he's saying here, Monday, Tuesday, they got to buy back. That's it? That's it. All right. Let's jump ahead.
Let's fucking move on again. People with orange shirts behind me. Surprise, motherfucker, get on camera. Anyway, here's my thing. Come next week, if I see some shit that don't look fucking legit, I'm not gonna be like every fucking body here. Oh, to the moon. Everything is great. You know what I'm gonna go? There we go. I'm gonna just fucking call it out. We already know this is bullshit. We already call it the Matrix. But come next week, let me see barcoding and dropping down. When they're on the threshold, when the regulations are there, when they've delayed shit for like 35 months or more, and at the end of the day, there's many more shareholders, and people were buying today. People were messaging me, I bought today, I'm in. People came in when it was 39.40. Next week, let me tell you something. That is a test whether this shit, I'm not gonna say the word legal, but you kind of understand what I'm talking about. You cannot have all this, oh my God, so why are you talking about naked shares? Why doesn't nobody fucking just say, yo, this is fucking criminal, bullshit. This is like counterfeiting fucking money. Nobody's doing that shit. Oh my God, thank you for that super chat. Go fuck your mother, fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck about it. This is the fucking real deal. This is people's lives in the fuck. Well, maybe fuck, I take a hit, whatever, I move, whatever. But this is bullshit. This is the integrity of the market. And I'm not gonna get fucking pissed off. But that's what you look for next week. I tell you what the numbers are. People don't like it, fuck it. That's the number. Lou, but could it cause a rip? Yeah, I could. But I could tell you something. And we're playing around with that 40, 50, 40, 50, 130 next week. There you go, brothers and sisters.
All right. So I don't know what Lou means by that. I'm not positive. I'm not going to speak for him. I don't know. But let's move on to yesterday's video. Now, he's just freaked out and said Monday, Tuesday. We saw it in two different clips there. Monday and Tuesday, if they don't cover, yada, yada, right? He's pissed.
All right, here's the deal. Remember I said this week was the week? Just because mathematically they couldn't cover the FTDs and the squeeze. The FTDs, if they would have started to cover them, that would have caused the price to go up, which would have meant the squeeze. So both things same time, not possible. Okay, no problem. Let's move past that. Somebody made a deal, and that's why I said.
Now, we can't just move past that. All those FTDs, they need to be covered. They're all naked shorts. There's no need to move past that. At some point, the market, the hedge funds, they're going to have to cover those shares. So, why he says move past it, I don't know. But don't move past it. Remember this week, because they're going to have to cover those shares.
The long holiday weekend, this was when it was going to happen. Obviously, there was some, whatever, moving the payola around, whatever happens. It happens in the streets. But here's the deal. Everybody that's freaking out, there's really no reason to freak out. This is the kind of, listen, some of the things I'm saying, no, this can go on forever. No, it can't. We're going to get screwed. No, too many motherfuckers in this. Like, that'll be a catastrophic event. Like, the collateral damage on that.
And before I forget, I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this all weekend. He keeps talking about this catastrophic event with the retail investors. And he's right. And I've just been thinking in the back of my head, and this is just me speaking. You know this isn't financial advice. But I was thinking to myself, what could the hedge funds do to avoid this so that they don't get wiped out? Would they possibly take the risk of retail pulling all their money out and taking the hit that way and just seeing the whole market crash so they don't? I don't know. Is that a possibility that they'd rather all see it crash and burn and be kings of the ashes and keep all of this money? I don't know. Just something I thought about, that's all. But I'll let him continue.
screwing this many people out of that much money, you're talking about that's the end of retail investment. Like, retail is what right now is on the street. So anyway, move past that stuff. This past week was when the numbers created that impossible fucking reality. That's why I said we won. Now, as far as them pushing over the failures, because like I said, remember last night, I said, I hope that list reappears. But I'll find out, whatever. But I think it was a deal that was made, and hence, we'll find out more. But
Who made a deal about what? Between who? There's just no information. It's just flying. I mean, there's just no numbers, no facts. I don't see anything. I'm just hearing. And I'm listening.
it's looking like that. So people, I was answering questions like, could it have this been covered, in the split in the dark pool, whatever, report at the end of the month, whatever. I to understand that. Too fast, too swift. This was a deal that was done. So that being said, I haven't changed my brackets. I'm still the same. I fucking knew they were never gonna cover those things. Like, go back a couple of videos ago. I got everybody attacking me. They're gonna cover. Look.
Speaking of which, let's go back to that video. He's talking about this video right here that's happy squeeze proof from the 4th of July. Now, pay close attention to what is said. As much as you may hate me for making this video, just pay attention to what he says.
Anyway, I get a lot of questions, everything, and I'll make your 4th of July. You know how most YouTubers say, it's coming any moment, any day, whatever. Children, let me explain to you how I can prove to you it's coming. The threshold is the failed to delivers they have to cover, okay? Those FTDs, fucking billions of dollars worth of fucking failed to delivers they got to start covering. Well, if they get margin called and get vanquished, they ain't fucking gonna pay you a fucking thing on the FTDs. So they're not covering no fucking FTDs. Yeah, the stock price is gonna go up because they gotta cover the shares that they borrow. But those FTDs that have gone back to the time when Moses was going, all right, can I get a camel? Can I get 2 elephants? Let me tell you something. All of those FTDs for GameStop and AMC, they're not going to be covered on the other side of those margin calls. Okay, it's a brilliant escape. It's like a corporation declaring bankruptcy.
Now, if you were listening closely,
well, if they get margin called and get vanquished, they ain't fucking gonna pay you a fucking thing on the FTDs.
and that's the most important part of that whole video, this whole video, if they get margin called. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't see anyone get margin called. I didn't see anyone get vanquished. So when he says, go back, fact check me, that those were not going to be covered. I said those FTDs wouldn't be covered. I mean, when he's screaming yesterday, if they don't cover, I'm out. How can he say, go back, fact check me? He's clearly said if their margin call comes, which is correct. He's 100% right. If they do get vanquished, yeah, of course they won't have to cover those FTDs. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't have covered them last week, or that he wasn't saying and complaining, even up until yesterday, saying they got to be covered on Monday and Tuesday. That's my only point about that video. Now, today, he comes out with this video. Let me make sure I'm queued up. I am. All right. This is what he says today. And the title of the video is the AMC Game Plan from July 11 today. Let's listen.
It came to the wall last week. Last week doesn't end until 9:30 tomorrow morning Eastern time when the market opens. So pre-market is still Friday afternoon. Okay? Now hear me on something. When I say managed event is not fucking something new. All it is this. You think all the little D's and the D's, the two D's, haven't met together and talked about the strategy and how they all don't get vaporized? Once they got rid of the FTDs, and now they're on the other side, and the math, I said what the real numbers are, okay? And all these synthetic Guatemalans are now parked in multiple, remember I said, what do they do with them? The multiple shares, they package them up and they put them out there, they sell them, okay? It's not the biggest deal in the world. No big deal, but let's say it's whatever, you don't want to talk about it. We don't even have to talk about it. Then what they're going to do is they're going to start the process of a managed squeeze, which is they're going to do one little D at a time. They're going to be buying back shares if you sell it to them. Remember, because you motherfuckers hold the key to this motherfucker. They cannot have their managed run if you do not sell to them at those lower prices. See, but now that's something up to you. I told you what they're doing, what they've been doing, what's their strategy, what's their, and it's fucking brilliant. Very predictable, but it's brilliant. Now it's up to you. Will you sell when you see 150, 200, drop down to 120, drop down to 80, rise up to 200? They've been using this against the GameStop people. Take a look at their fucking numbers. GameStop is technically in this type of a fucking run. We've been in it also. They haven't covered, but they've been throwing prices out there that people go, oh shit, I'm up $50,000. I want to hold, but you know, 50,000. Anyway, all I can tell you is this. The key to defeating their managed run, which they're in, they want to turn this into a Tesla. Let me explain what that means. 1 year this way up to 800 rather than 1 week this way to fucking 10,000. Did I just explain that? 1 year this way to 800 and people drop off
I think
along
I got
the
it.
lines.
I got it now.
At a better price for them. And they prefer that, and who wouldn't, than rip $10,000. Who the fuck's gonna pay that? Catastrophe lawsuits, all kinds of crazy stuff. Some people win, some people lose. That's a fucking nightmare. Could we have a rip? Yeah.
Okay. So guys, back on June 20th, which was exactly 3 weeks ago, I did a video. AMC will squeeze like Tesla. Moving on. 2020, the Tesla stock price rally. In my opinion, this is where we're headed. Tesla, I would say, resembles us, AMC, Ape Nation, the closest. And so why do I say that? Let's look at what happened with Tesla. Electric vehicles were becoming more popular. I'm not going to waste your whole afternoon, but on June 20th, 90 people saw this video as opposed to today lose, I don't know what time this was at. Actually, I can refresh this now because I'm done with this video. 13,000 views from today. 90 views on June 20th. So, if this is a surprise to you that all of a sudden this is going to be a Tesla squeeze, just know people have been saying it. I'm not the only one. I'm not trying to compare myself to Trey at all in any way. I look up to this guy. He, to me, is the most fundamental, grounded person in this entire movement. This has 150,000 views, thank God. But let's just listen to Trey for a second. This is June 21st. So this is the day after my video comes out. Mine was on the 20th. Trey's on the 21st. And I guess we were thinking the same thing that week for some reason.
Right? Now, if you look at Tesla, let's just look at this on daily candles, just to give you an idea of exactly what I'm talking about. Tesla went through a long freaking short squeeze from, I would argue, March of 2020 all the way up until, November of 2020. It went from freaking $58 all the way up to $450 and then all the way up to $900. You could even argue that it squoze all the way up until January, right? So this sort of huge, humongous freaking bull run was a combination of a three facet sort of feedback loop. It was FOMO buying, you had gamma squeezing, and you had short squeezing, right? All three of these things led to a year-long freaking run in Tesla, right? From freaking $50 up to $900. Well, now you're seeing the exact same thing start to happen in AMC stock, right? You're seeing this very slow freaking grind up to where we're trading right now. Man, that is such a disgusting bull flag. Look at this thing.
All right, guys, so I'm going to pause it there, but just so you know, this isn't a new thing. We've been talking about this for a while now, but the problem I have with this is it's the uncertainty. It's the flip-flop, the back and forth, the this is going to happen. No, this is going to happen. Forget about this. Oh, worry about this. This is coming. On Monday, Tuesday, if they don't cover, I'm out. If it's barcode next week, I'm out. Just be very careful who you're listening to. And I'm not saying listen to me. I'm not saying listen to Trey. Listen to yourself. Believe in what you've done, your research, your DD, or the people that you do trust in YouTube. And again, I'm not saying anything bad against Lou. I just think he's got a lot of uncertainty out there, and it's playing. That's playing with people's emotions. When you say one thing's going to happen, it doesn't happen. Then the next day you change your story, and then finally today you come up with a video and say, well, don't worry about next week. Forget about Monday and Tuesday. What if you didn't catch that video? What if you didn't see this video today? You go in tomorrow and say, "Oh, it's 4:30, it's 4:20, and we haven't seen them cover NFTDs. I'm selling. I'm out." That's the problem with uncertainty. That's why I don't like it. And I'm not saying anything great about me or Trey. Actually, I will say great things about Trey because I think he's great. He got me started in this movement. But we talked about this 3 weeks ago, that this is probably what we're looking at. So, guys, don't worry about anything right now. Nothing major, no catalyst, no matter what. I'm going to see Black Widow right now as soon as I turn this off. Catalyst tomorrow. If Black Widow does $100 million, then that's great for AMC. It's going to be good news. Is that going to cause the squeeze? No. I've seen videos this weekend already talking about the fight last night. It's just, and Black Widow's numbers, it's not going to be a catalyst. I mean, who knows? It could be, but don't bank on it. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. I'm not here to drop bombs. I'm just trying to blow them up. That's it. That's all. That's my only purpose with this channel. I'm trying to keep the ape movement going, keep people motivated, and I don't want to see this die. I want to see us fix this market for good, for the future generations of retail that's coming behind us, and I want to get paid on this play because we've been patient. And I don't care who says you don't deserve it. If you've been in the play, as long as you've been in, you do deserve it. You do deserve it. Okay? Because we've been fighting this battle, and it's costing people a lot. So, my hat's off to everybody who's been in this movement. I think you're all wonderful people. Love this community. And that's all I got for tonight. I'm going to AMC to see Black Widow and drop $30 that I don't have. But it's not enough to buy me a share, so I figured I'll go see the movie tonight. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.